welcome to have a couple of blocks for this. If you have a blanket, go ahead and fold that blanket. We're going to make a seat. So if you have a blanket at home, just kind of fold it in half and in half and then in half again. So it looks like that. And then you're going to take the folded edge and bring it underneath the hips. And this will just elevate the hips, bringing the hips a little bit higher than the knees. And then find a comfortable seat. Shrug your shoulders up by your ears. We'll draw the shoulder blades down onto your back. Close your eyes. Relax your jaw. And just start to settle in here. So taking these next few moments to just arrive. Starting off here, letting go. So letting go of to-do lists, thoughts about your day. Start to bring your awareness right here into this present moment. And bringing your attention to your breath. Just sort of noticing the breath here. Maybe noticing the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe in and out. See if you can find that sense of lengthening, maybe growing taller on your inhale. On your exhalation, see if you can find that sense of just sinking down and settling in a bit more. Starting to expand your breath as you inhale, expanding the lungs. Allowing for the belly to expand, and as you exhale, slowly, just allowing for your lungs and your belly to deplete. Here, we'll join palms. Bring your thumbs right to heart center, and you're welcome to turn on your audio just for this moment if you like. Taking a moment here and setting an intention for your practice, whatever sort of comes to mind. And then we'll seal that intention with the sound of free Oms. So inhaling. Om. Take a breath here. Go ahead and exhale your breath. We'll blink open the eyes, and if you turned your audio on, go ahead and turn it back off. We'll start by spreading through the fingers here. So you can make contact with the index fingers, the thumbs, and the pinkies. And then from pressing the pinkies together, broaden across your collarbones a bit. And then from broadening the collarbones, just reach the arms all the way up. And as you exhale from here, bringing your hands back together over the heart. So palms will press, arms will lift, easing toward the thumbs. And as you exhale, releasing your hands back together over heart center. One more like that. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, releasing the hands over the heart. And then the next time you reach the arms up, so you can straighten through the elbows. We'll interlace the fingers here, invert your palms, and lift them up toward the ceiling. And then as you find that lift up, sink your sitting bones down. And then find a little more length through your side waist here. Take a breath in as you exhale. Just allow your elbows to bend. From here, we'll allow that right elbow to drop down, and then nestle the back of the head into the arm. And then breathing into this, start to open up through the shoulders. Take a deep inhale, take that entire out breath to release the hand down here. And then extend this arm all the way alongside your ear. And then from here, turn your gaze up. Maybe gazing up toward that palm, bending into that elbow a bit more. Find a little more length out for your fingertips. Take a breath in. We'll sweep the hand down, find your knee here. Taking the other hand, bring it back behind you. Grow taller here. And as you exhale, start to build your way into this twist. So on the inhale breath, crown of the head lengthens up toward the ceiling. Exhale, think of your ribs wrapping around, and then from there, the head and neck will follow. Inhale, creating space, creating length, and then deepening that twist. One more breath here. And then staying in this twist, take this arm and bring it alongside the ear and take a side bend in that other direction. So keeping your chest turning up, take a breath in here. We'll sweep the hand down, find your other knee, and from here, pull over, relaxing the back of the neck. As you inhale, taking that one arm up underneath, lift the elbows. A little bit of a back bend here as you exhale, rounding the spine from here. We'll fold forward. As you inhale, peeling up, so opening across your chest. Exhale, round and fold over. One more like that. Inhale, lengthening through the belly. A little bit of a back bend here. Exhale as you round. This next time you breathe in, we'll unwind the arms. From here, backstroking the arms all the way back behind you. Come onto the fingertips. And then bend your elbows just a bit. From here, lift your heart. Lifting your chest. One more breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and rock back your signals. So just switch to crossing the legs. Bringing that other leg on top. Rejoin your palms over the heart. Pressing the palms together. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, releasing your hands to heart center. So palms press, arms lift, easing toward your thumbs. Exhale, releasing your hands back together over your head. See if you can strain through the elbows, baby back bend here. Exhale, releasing the hands to heart center. This next time you reach, take the arms all the way up. We'll take the opposite interlace of the fingers here, inverting the palms. Reaching the palms up toward the ceiling, grow tall. And as you grow tall, sink down for your sitting bones. Take a breath in. Elbows bend. We'll nestle the back of the head into the arm. This time allowing that left elbow to drop down. Notice that the chin's coming toward the chest. Can you back the arms up a bit? And find a little more length up through the crown of the head. Breathing in. Take that entire out breath to release the hand down. Lengthen that arm all the way alongside the ear. And then bend into that opposite elbow a bit more and see if you can find some grounding down through that right sitting bone. One more breath. We'll sweep the hand down here. Find your knee. Come on to fingertips here. Grow tall. And as you exhale, start to build your way into this twist. So as you inhale, the crown of the head will reach up toward the ceiling. As you exhale, think of your ribs wrapping around. From here, the head and neck will follow. One more breath in. Grow tall. And then deepening this twist. Staying in the twist here, take that other arm, bring it alongside you, take a side bend in the other direction. And then breathe into that whole left side. One more deep inhale. Taking the hand down here, find your other knee, relax the back of the neck. As you inhale, taking that other arm up underneath this time, Gardasana arms lift up. Exhale, rounding through your spine, folding forward. As you peel up, lengthen through the belly. And as you exhale, round from here, folding over. One more like that. Inhale, belly lengthens. Elbows lift, little back bend. Exhale as you round. This next breath in, we'll unwind the arms. And then sweep them all the way back behind you. Come to the fingertips. Bend your elbows just a bit. From here, lift your heart and lift the chest. A little bit of a back bend. One more breath in. Exhale, and we'll release. So from here, coming onto hands and knees. Go ahead and slide your blocker and blanket out. And we'll come to table position. Bring your hips and knees in line here, and then stack your shoulders to the right over top of your wrist. So you can spread the fingers, and then pressing down into the floor through those finger pads and knuckle pads. Just want to start off by warming up the wrist a bit. So shifting a little bit forward and a little bit back. So a lot of us have been spending more time on devices. And chances are our wrists and our forearms might need a little attention. So just warming up through the wrists and forearms a bit. And then this next time you rock it forward, take a little circle. So keep this small, but just kind of warming up the wrists. Keep the fingers spread. Think about bringing weight into all parts of the hand. And then reversing that little circle over to the left. Nice, easy. And then we'll come back to the middle. Go ahead and turn your palms to face in toward one another. So the wrists turn in and just go ahead and shift forward and back a little bit. And then nice and easy. And waking up the wrist a bit more. And then finally, coming back to the middle, and you can turn your wrist to face forward. And then same as before, you might have a little more limited range of motion here with the wrist facing forward. Back and forth with that stretch into the forearms, which feels nice. One more like that. And then we'll turn the palms back around and then start to make your way through cat-cow. So extending the heart as you breathe in. And as you exhale, curling your tail under. So round all the way up to the cat. As you inhale, the belly will drop, heart lift. And on an exhale, press into the hands here so you can round all the way up, pressing into the hands. And then just moving on your own breath here, on your own timing. See if you can start to connect the breath here with the movement. And then maybe spending a little extra time in cat or cow, whatever sort of feels good for your body. And then the next time that you curl your tail under, go ahead and take a little circle of the hips over to the right, just here over that right shoulder. And then tuck your chin toward your chest, look back toward your belly button into the cat. And here over the left shoulder, taking the hips to the left. And then just go side to side a couple of times, nice. Just kind of bringing some tension into the low back, into the pelvis. A lot of us have been sitting in chairs more than often or staring at screens more than often, so it might feel nice. And the next time that you look over that left shoulder, go ahead and curl the tail under here. We'll round up to the spine and then separate the knees a little wider apart. Bring your big toes together and just sink your hips all the way back toward your heels. Inch the fingertips out a little further in front here, and you can rest the forehead on the mat. And then maybe just take it side to side. You can add a little sway with the body. Kind of giving yourself a little massage of the forehead, starting to go into the chest, the hips. And then from here, come back to the middle. Spread through the fingers, press into the hands. So you can hover the elbows away from the mat and get this nice stretch for the shoulders. And walk it out to the right here. And then maybe stacking that left palm over top the right. Reach your hips over to the left. Start to breathe into that whole left side. And then keeping this nice and long, walk it to center and make your way over to the left. And then reach your hips over to the right. Maybe stacking that right palm over top the left, breathe into that right side. And we'll come back to the middle, keeping the arms out long in front of you, shift back onto all fours, and we'll come into more of an extended cat-cow here. So shifting forward, and then let your tailbone rock you back. So as you shift forward, lengthening through the belly, and then tailbone draws you back. Just moving back and forth a couple of times. And then the next time that you shift forward, this time taking this into a larger circle, circling the hips all the way back through the heels, and coming all the way out and around over to the left wrist. Look for a couple like that. Keep pressing into the hands here, so opening up through the shoulders and the hips. And then we'll reverse the circle, so the next time you come up, go ahead and shift onto that left wrist and start to make the circle counterclockwise this time. Your circle might be bigger or smaller than mine. Whatever kind of works for your body today. And then the next time that you shift forward, let's tuck the toes here, lift the knees, and just reach the hips up and back. Make your way to down dog. Pedal in place. So start to bend one knee as you reach and straighten through that opposite heel. Still waking up here, keeping things moving. And then we'll lengthen the heels toward the floor and lift up through the sitting bones. You're really pressing into the hands, just moving toward the thighs. And kind of take a nod of the head. Kind of releasing tension through the head, the neck, the shoulders. Actively pressing into the hands here. Heels are lengthening toward the floor. We'll shift forward, coming onto those toes. Come all the way out, take your time, and come into a high plank, so shoulders are over top of the wrist. And then from here, energize the legs. Take a breath in. And on an exhalation, use your thighs to draw you back to down dog. And then once again, lift your heels, peel forward, pulling all the way out to plank. Draw across the collarbones, bring your head in line with the spine. Firm the belly, firm the thighs. Breath in here. On an exhale, feel the thighs drawing you back. Down dog. One more like that. Peeling all the way out into your plank position. Bring your shoulders directly over top of your wrist. So one long line, crown of the head through the heels. And then coming onto your tippy toes here, take the knees down to your mat. So you can hug the elbows in and lower all the way onto your belly. Nice. Once you're here, really activate the legs. Hug the elbows in. And then from the activation of the legs, just feel the chest away. And then releasing down. Let's do that 2 more times. Elbows draw in. Activate the legs. Feel the chest away. Baby cobra. One more like that. And then from here, tucking the toes under, press into the hands. You can draw back for all fours, and then lift the hips up and back, down dog. Let's inhale the right leg back, bend your knee, fan your hip open. Take a little circle of the ankle, one direction, and then the other. And then nice and easy, lengthening that leg, start to square the hips. We're gonna draw the nose in towards your knee. And then as you re-extend, find length here. Draw your nose towards your knee, pull your belly up and anchoring forward. One more like that. This one's going to come all the way forward between the hands here. Come on to fingertips. Start to lift the belly away from the thigh. And then you're welcome to ground down for that left palm or maybe take a block to that left palm. Reach your right arm up. So opening across your chest here. Make a fist with that top hand. Take a little circle in one direction and then the other. And then take a breath in. We'll sweep that arm around toward the front wall. Find that length from your fingertips to toes. And then release the hand down here. So you can use blocks here, or maybe just coming on fingertips to lift your chest. As you exhale, lengthen over that front leg, so drawing the hips down. And then re-bend here, and lengthen all the way through that front leg. 2 more just like that. Moving with your breath, take it easy. Nice, on this last one, we'll lengthen through the front leg as much as you can. Maybe stepping that back foot in just a bit, taking around the heel. And then take a hold of blocks here, hands to the floor. Lengthening through the belly and then folding over. Relax your jaw, soften your face. Take another breath here. Exhaling it out, and then we'll rebound this front knee back into a lunge here. Sweep the right leg back. Downward dog, split. Nice and easy, floating that foot down to the other foot. I'm taking the left leg back this time. So bend the knee here and just start off fanning the head, maybe circling the ankle and circling the other way. And then as you lengthen the legs, square the hips off here. And then draw your nose toward your knee and start to round. Nice, as you re-extend, find length. Nose to your knee, so you can pull the belly up and in. Looking forward, one more like that. So I'm going to carefully come all the way forward between the hands, so maybe lifting the heels and palms away. And then from here, find that length of the belly, lift the chest away from the thigh. And you're welcome to take a block underneath that right hand, sweep the left arm up, open across your chest. Make a fist with that hand, take a little circle. Circling the other way. Grounding down to lift up, breath in, sweep that arm around toward the front wall. One long line, fingertips to toes, taking hold of your blocks here, fingertips, lift your chest. Exhale, blend on the way. So re-bend here, heart draws forward. Exhale, lengthen all the way through that leg. 2 more. And on this last one, maybe stepping the back foot in just a bit as needed, grounding the heel, and then lengthen over that front leg. Try and straighten through the leg as much as you can. It doesn't matter. It doesn't straighten all the way. You can always use blocks. Soften your feet. Relax your jaw. Take another breath here. And then we'll rebound this front knee. Come back into the lunge. Maybe wheeling the back toes back a bit. Sweep that left leg back. Downward dog split. And nice and easy, taking that foot down to the other foot. And then take a walk. Nice and slow to the head of your mat. 2 inches at a time. No rush. And we're going to come to a forward fold here at the top of the mat. So allow the knees to bend. And then from there, allow the chest to collapse under the thighs, let the head be heavy. And we're going to slide the hands up to right behind the knee, and then kind of reaching down the calf, and then slide around to the front of the shin, and reach out for the toes. just almost like a self-adjustment here. A little bit of a massage and getting a sense of grounding. So if you will, a little bit of pressure, reaching down towards the front of the shins and then kind of reaching the feet from the floor. One more like that, should feel nice. And then let that energy come down into the floor and then allow your knees to bend. Collapse your chest toward the thighs, maybe hold the opposite elbows, hang down. Nodding at yes, now letting go. And then maybe starting to sway side to side. Just opening up to that side body. We'll come to a rest in the middle here. And this time, grounding down to that left palm, maybe taking that hand to a block. Start to bend into that left knee. That right hand will come to your sacrum. And then you can extend that arm up toward the ceiling, make a fist here. Take a little circle. The other way. Rounding down to reach out for those right fingertips. Put the hand back down, underneath your nose. Take the left hand to the sacrum this time. Turn the chest, bending into that right knee. Sweep that arm up, take a little fist into the circle. And then nice and easy, releasing. Either bend the knees a lot, you can take a hold of opposite elbows, or you can take your hands to your thighs here to have a little more security for the low back, and then pull the belly up and then start to stack. One vertebrae on top of another, rolling up through the spine. And I'm going to readjust my mat so that you all can see me. And just come to the head of your mat. So we're going to come into Tadasana here. And see if we can take a moment to find that grounding down to lift up. And then as you inhale, taking the arms all the way overhead. And then exhale, hinging from your hips here. Fold all the way forward over the legs. We'll find a long spine. And then folding forward, ground the feet here. Take the arms all the way up, breathing. And then sending the arms back down. Tadasana. Inhale, taking the arms all the way up overhead. Hinging from your hips here, fold forward over your legs. Lengthen the belly, heart draws forward. Hands might need to come to shins or all the way to the thighs. Really find that long spine. Fold forward. Soften the knees, hinge from the hips, rise all the way up. And releasing the arms back down. Tadasana. Inhale here, taking the arms up overhead. Hinging from your hips, fold all the way forward over the legs. We'll find a long spine here, back arm forward. From here, stepping the right leg back into a lunge. And then coming so you're light on the fingertips here. As you exhale, stepping that left foot back to meet your right. Downward dog. Lift the heels high, glide forward into a plank. Bring your shoulders sort of directly over top of the wrist. And then aiming the chest forward here, take your knees down to your mat. See if you can hug your elbows in or onto your belly. Activate the legs from here, peel your chest away. Take cobra, pressing into the hands. Think of the thighs drawing you up and back to down dog. Inhaling the right leg straight back. We'll take it all the way forward between the hands. And coming back onto fingertips here. Lift the chest off the front thigh. As you exhale, step that other foot to meet it. Fold over your legs. Ground your feet here. Take the arms all the way up as you breathe in. And as you exhale, releasing the arms down. Tadasana. Inhale, sweeping the arms. Hinging from your hips. Fold forward. Lengthen the belly, your heart draws forward. This time the left leg will step back. Coming into lunge. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, stepping that right foot back to meet your left. Downward facing dog. Glide forward into a plank, shoulders over the wrists. Come on to tippy toes here, take the knees down. Lower all the way down. Activate the legs, peel the chest away, take cobra. Tuck the toes under, press into the hands. Thighs drop up and back to down dog. Inhale the left leg this time. Taking it all the way forward between the hands, we'll come back to the fingertips. As you exhale, step that right foot to meet your left, fold over. Ground feet, take the arms all the way up as you breathe in. Breathing out. Tadasana. Inhale, taking the arms up. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold. Lengthen the belly, your heart draws forward. See if you can lift the fingertips away from the floor. Keep that heart drawn forward and keep the right leg back. Nice soft landing here. Come on to the fingertips, energize the legs. Lift the belly, take your left foot back to meet your right. Down dog. Glide forward into a plank. Lower the knees or lower all the way down, elbows drawn. Peel the chest away here. Activate the legs. Take a larger forward. Tucking the toes, pressing into the hands. Thighs draw up and back to down dog. We'll reach the right leg. Bend the knee around the spine here. Coming to that hover, re-extend. Nose to your knees so you can pull your belly up and in. One more like that. This one's gonna come all the way forward between the hands. Come to fingertips here. Find that sense of drawing in through the inner thighs. Float the arms up, high lunge. Nice, from here you can take the hands to the pelvis, and then notice if you're being pulled forward a bit. Maybe take a little bend of that back knee. And then where are the hip points facing? Are they forward? Maybe realign the hips just a bit. Hug the inner thighs in. From there, extend out through the arms. Nice, take another breath. Start to shift forward, pouring all the way into that right foot. Take your left foot to meet it, connect to chair. Rise all the way up. Tadasana. Inhale, taking the arms overhead. Hinge from your hips or fold forward. Lengthening the belly. We'll take the left leg back this time. See if you can lift the fingertips away from the floor. Nice soft landing, energize the legs. And then take that right foot back to meet your left. Down. Leg forward into a plank. Lowering the knees or come to tippy toes, lower all the way onto your belly. Activate the legs here. Peel the chest away, cobra up, down. Roll back through the toes. Down, up. This time raising your left leg. Bend the knee around the spine. Re-extend. Nose to your knees so you can pull the belly up and around your back. One more like that. This one's going to come all the way forward between the hands. Come light on the fingertips here. Hug the inner thighs in. From here, float the arms up. High lunge. Again, maybe taking a little bit of that back knee. Take your awareness into your pelvis here. Draw that right hip point forward a bit. Drag the left hip point back. And then finding that hugging in of the inner thighs. From there, float the arms. Take another breath. Start to pour your weight forward into that left foot. And then take your right foot to meet your left. Come to chair. Rising all the way up. Tadasana. Inhale, taking the arms up. Exhale, hinge. Lengthen the belly here. Heart draws forward. We'll step back to plank. This time, lowering the knees, lower down to your mat, or come to tippy toes, lower halfway. Chaturanga. Rise to cobra up, down. Make your way down. Downward facing dog. Deep breaths in and out. Spreading through the fingers here. Make that contact down into the floor for those next fingers and thumbs. And as you do, find that lift up. One more breath. Bottom of the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward to your hands. Step or maybe hop. Head of your mat. Lengthen the belly here. Fold forward. Hinge from the hips. Rise all the way up to stand. And releasing the arms down. Tadasana. Inhale here, taking the arms all the way overhead. Hinge from your hips. Fold forward over the legs. We'll find a long spine here. Plant the hands. You're welcome to step or maybe jump. Chaturanga. Rising into your choice of back bend. Make your way back to down dogs. Deep breaths in and out. Take another breath. Exhale it out. Really pressing into the floor here, like you're pressing the floor away. And then from here, take a breath in. Bottom of the exhale, bend your knees. Before your hands. You can step or hop. Head of your mat. Lengthen your belly. Fold forward, we'll bend the knees. Sink the hips, take the arms up. Utkatasana. Take a breath. As you exhale, fold all the way back down over straight legs. Long spine here, plant the hands. Stepping or jumping back. Chaturanga. Rising into cobra upward dog. And make your way back to down dog. Raising the right leg on an inhalation. Carefully bringing it forward between the hands. Round the back heel. Lift the arms all the way up overhead. Virabhadrasana 1. As you exhale, open up to 2. Start to bend into that front knee. Find that reach and extension from fingertip to fingertip. From here, reversing the warrior, flip the front palm, take the back hand down. And then inhale the back hand all the way to the floor. Exhale, chaturanga. Rise to cobra upward. Making your way back. Downward facing dog. Left leg rises. Taking it forward between the hands. Round the back heel, lift the arms up. Warrior 1. Opening up to 2 here. Start to sink into that front knee. Reaching out through the arms. From here, flip the front palm, slide the back hand down, reverse warrior. Inhale that back hand all the way down to the floor. Exhale, chaturanga. We're lowering the knees, rising into cobra or upward dog, making your way down, downward facing dog. Deep breaths. Nice, you're always welcome to lower the knees. Coming into child's pose as needed. We'll take one more deep inhale. Exhale your breath, and then taking a breath in here. The bottom of the exhale, bend your knees, forward your hands. You can step or maybe hop. Head of your mat. Lengthen the belly. And then folding forward, we'll bend the knees here. Sink the hips. Reach the arms up alongside the ears. Utkatasana. Take a breath in. Exhale, fold all the way back down over straight legs. Long spine here. Stepping or jumping back. Chaturanga. Inhaling into your back bend. Making your way back to down dog. Reaching the right leg here. Taking it all the way forward between the hands. Round your back heel. Float the arms up. Warrior one. Exhale, opening out to two. Start to sink into that front knee. And from here, flip the front palm, slide the back hand down, reversing the warrior. Inhale the back hand all the way to the floor. Exhale, chaturanga, or lower your knees. Rise to cobra, upward dog. Making your way down. Downward dog, left leg this time. Bring it all the way forward between the hands. Take the back foot to mat. Float the arms up, warrior one. Exhale, open up to two. Start to bend into that knee. Settling into the hips a bit. Take a reverse warrior, sliding that back hand down. And then inhale the back hand all the way down to the floor. Frame your front foot, chaturanga, or lower your knees. Rise to cobra, upward dog. Exhaling back to downward facing. Come back to the breath. You're welcome to stay here or lower the knees. Taking the hips for the heels. Coming into your child's pose. Take another breath here. Exhale the breath. And then from here, take an inhale. At the bottom of the exhalation, bend your knees. Look forward to your hands. Step or maybe hop. Head of your mat. Lengthen through the belly here. And then folding forward, we'll bend the knees. Sink the hips and reach the arms. Come back to chair. We're finding this just a bit. Peeking down, toes are peering out. Make sure the knees aren't coming forward to the toes here. Bring some awareness into the pelvis. And then make sure you're hinging from the hips. So hips shift back. Weight reaching toward the heels. Arms lengthen alongside the ears. Breath in. Exhale, fold all the way back to over straight leg. Long spine here. Plant the hands. Step or jump. Chaturanga. Press the floor away here. Up dog. Making your way back to downward dog. We'll raise the right leg. Bend the knee and round the spine here. Re-extend. Nose to your knee. Pull your belly up and then really round your upper back. Nice, guys. One more like that. This one's going to come all the way forward between the hands. Keeping that back heel spun up. Sweep the arms back here. And come to airplane arms. Draw the chest forward. Pull the belly up and in. Find that length from the crown of the head all the way through that back heel. Really actively engage the back leg. And then on an inhale, sweeping the arms alongside the ears. Gather the inner thighs in. Upright the torso here. Come to a high lunge. Reach through the hands. Take a breath. Take your back heel down. Open it up. Warrior two. And then start to bend into this front knee. Take a peek down. Make sure that knee aligns over the ankle. And that front thigh is more or less parallel. Reaching through the arms. One long line. Fingertip to fingertip. Nice. Let's come back to a reverse warrior. And then this time, bending the elbow here. Bring it to the front shin. Reach the left arm alongside the ear. Take a side angle. And then bring that line of energy from your heel all the way through to the fingertips. And then lift this elbow away from the front thigh. Stay here or maybe lengthen it toward that opposite wall. One more breath. Exhaling. Ground down to rise up, warrior two. Take the back hand all the way to the floor. Chaturanga or lower your knees. Rise to cobra upward. Making your way back. Downward dog. Raising the left leg this time. Bend the knee around. Re-extend. Draw your nose towards your knee here. Pull your belly up and in. One more like that. This one's going to come all the way forward between the hands. Keeping this back heel spun up, float the arms back here. Take airplane arms. Roll the chest and shoulders open. Find that lift of the belly. Energize the back leg. Take another breath here. And as you inhale, reach the arms up, but drop the tailbone down. And then really find that lift of the back thigh. And then hugging in toward the midline here. If you've got a block between the inner thighs, take a breath. We'll take the back heel down. Open up, warrior two. Readjust your stance a bit. Start to really sink into that front knee. And then look back. Make sure you have one long line, fingertip to fingertip. Setting your gaze down that left index finger. From here, reverse the warrior. Flip the front palm, take the back hand down. And the elbow here, bring it to the front thigh. Reach this right arm all the way alongside the ear. One long line, feel to the fingertips. And then bring your awareness into this elbow, or you're jumping into the elbow. And then find a lift away, maybe floating that arm away from the thigh and reaching it toward that opposite wall. One more breath. Energize both legs, rise back up. Take your back hand all the way down. Chaturanga. Rise to cobra. Really press the floor away here, up, down. Making your way back to downward dog. Staying here, or lowering the knees, sinking the hips toward the heels, taking a rest and help. Slowing down the breath. Take one more deep inhale. Bottom of the exhale, land your knees. Look forward to your hands. You can step or hop. Head of your mouth. Lengthen through the belly. Folding forward. We'll bend the knees here. Sink the hips. Reach the arms. Coming back into chair. This time, pouring all the way into that right foot. Lift the left toes away. Arms reach alongside the ears. Come back to chair. Arms release. Lift the right toes away. Bring that knee in line with the hip. One more like that. Nice and steady, moving mindfully here. Keep that sense of drawing in toward the midline. Engaging the core. Nice, hips are level. Come back to chair. Hold all the way down over straight legs. Lengthening the belly here, plant the hands. You're welcome to step or maybe jump. Chaturanga. Rising into up dog. Making your way back. Down dog. Raising that right leg. Carefully bringing it forward between the hands. Take the back heel to mat and reach the left arm all the way up and around, right into warrior two. And then start to sink into that front knee. Sink your feet down. Knee aligns over the ankle. Make sure you're not rolling in on the inside of that foot. So that right knee and thigh are opening to the right. Settle into the hips a bit. Relax your jaw. Nice, we'll come back to reverse warrior. Rotate your front palm, slide the back hand in. And then coming back into warrior two, start to shift your gaze down toward this front big toe. That left hand can come to the hip or all the way into that right foot. Reach the left toes away. And then work on stacking the hips here. Opening up the chest toward the sidewall, really energize that leg. From here, floating the top arm up if you like. Arch and drop it. Nice, guys. Take a breath. We're going to rebound the front knee. Nice soft landing here. Back to warrior two. Lengthen all the way to that front leg. And from here, cut the right hip under. Taking the hand to the shin. Lift the top arm up toward the ceiling. We'll come to triangle. And then from here, find a little lift away from the low waist. Maybe reaching those fingertips away from the shin. And then like somebody's got you by the wrist, you're pulling you up, ground down for both feet, rise. Bring your right foot so it's parallel to the left. We'll turn to face the sidewall. Lift your chest, hinging from your hips, hold all the way through. And hands can come to blocks on the floor here. Reaching the crown of the head toward the mat. Take another breath in. Exhale fully. And then lengthening the belly here. Start to walk the hands around toward this front foot. So bending into this front knee. Lower the back knee all the way down. If you need to, taking some padding to that back knee. And then you're welcome to grab the blocks here. Start to sink the hips. From here, we'll take the hands onto that front thigh. Press into the right foot, rise up. So bring your hips so they're in line with the knee. Take some awareness into your pelvis. Realign the hips so they face forward. And then rebend that front knee. See. Press down, rise. And then rebend that front knee. Start to sink, but keep the pelvis level. One more like that. Sink, keeping that left hip point drawing forward a bit. From here, reach the arms, Anjaneyasana. Take a little back middle level, heart to lift, take a breath in. Take the arms all the way out and around. You grab your blocks here, and then just lengthen all the way through that front leg. So you might need to toe heel the front foot forward a bit. And then reaching the right toes toward the ceiling. Lining up the hips over that back knee, lengthen your belly here. As you exhale, leaning forward over that leg. Hands can come to the blocks, to the floor. Remember, you can also come to the higher feet here as needed. Not to force or strain. Relax your jaw, breathing in. Take another breath. Exhale. Rebound that front knee. And then from here, tuck your back toes under. Find a little lift through your belly. Find that gathering in of the inner thighs if we've got a block between the thighs. Once you feel steady, flip the arms all the way up. Bring your palms to face forward. From here, press down, rise up. As you rebound the front knee, reach the arms. Bring your palms to face forward, press down, rise up. One more like that, nice and easy. Reach. Press down, rise up. As you rebound the knee, start by aiming your chest forward, take the palms together, and then sweep the arms to the right. From here, you can bend the elbows, and then press that right palm into the left to turn the chest. Gazing over that right shoulder, energize the back leg, and then nice and slow, shift your gaze down towards your front big toe, all the way into that right foot. We'll take the left foot to meet it. Come into your twist. From here, you can unwind the arms. And then unwind. Exhale, hold all the way forward. We'll toe heel the feet apart. You're welcome to take blocks here. Take a hold at opposite elbows. Or maybe grabbing a yogi toe left. Wrapping those index fingers and next fingers around the big toes. Lengthen your belly here. And we'll hinge from the hips on the vertical leg. Softening into this, we're welcome to take a little bend in the knees here, or lengthening the backs of the legs. One more breath. Exhale. Release the toes, lengthen your belly. Toe heel the feet back in, bend the knees here, sink the hips, we'll come back to the chair. From here, start by spreading the toes to the left foot, pour all the way into the left leg, right toes into your neck. Sink back in the chair. Pour all the way into that right foot, left toes heel it. And sink back in the chair, arms alongside ears. Rising up. And back to chair. And rising up. From here, come back to chair. And as you exhale, fold all the way back down over straight legs. Lengthen the belly here, plant the hands, stepping or jumping. If you're getting tired, lower the knees. Rising into cobra or upward dog. Making your way back, we'll come to downward dog. When you're ready, inhaling that left leg this time, taking it all the way forward between the hands. Round your back, don't reach the right arm all the way up and around. Warrior two. Start to settle in. Relax your jaw. Soften your face. Settle into the hips here. Finding that extension out through the arms. We'll come back to reverse warrior from here. Flip your front palm, take the back hand down. And then coming back into warrior two, that right hand can come to the head. Shift your gaze down toward your front big toe. Grabbing a block or cupping the hand, bringing it about 6 or 8 inches in front of that front big toe. Float the back leg up. And then from here, you can raise that top arm. Ardha Chakrasana. Work on turning your chest down. Really actively energize that back leg. Work on stacking the hips here. Opening up the chest toward that wall. One more breath. We'll slowly rebound the front knee. Nice soft landing without making a sound. Warrior two. This time lengthen all the way through that front leg. Draw the left hip under, reaching the hips to the right. Take that hand to the shin. Reach the right arm up. Trikonasana. And then can you turn the chest up? Can you energize the legs? Can you find a lift away from the floor? Maybe hovering those left fingertips an inch or two away. And then like somebody's got you by the wrist, press down to rise. Bring the left toes so they are parallel to the right. Lift the chest here. And then hinging from your hips. Oh, forward. We'll come into a second set. Wide-legged forward. Check out your feet. Make sure they're parallel. Toes pointing straight ahead or maybe slightly turned in. Reaching the crown of the head to the mat. Breathe. Another breath here. Exhale your breath. And nice and easy, lengthening through the belly. Start to walk the hands around for that front foot. Bending into the front knee, maybe taking some padding underneath that back knee as needed. And then start to sink your hips here. You're welcome to grab a hold of your blocks. Settling in a bit. And then from here, we'll take the hands onto the front thigh, lift the chest. See if you can press down for that left foot to rise up. And then bring your awareness back to your hips. Make sure they're not coming sideways here. So drawing into the hip points, point forward. Rebend that front knee. Press down, rise. Rebend the front knee. Press down to that left foot, rise. Nice, one more like that. Sink. Make sure the hips are level. Reach the arms all the way up, Anjaneyasana. A little bit of a back bend here in the front, a lift, take a breath. We'll sweep the hands down and around. You can grab blocks or the fingertips, and then just lengthening over this front leg. Maybe toggling the foot forward a bit. You're welcome to stay with blocks. Remember, you can always bring them up to a high height here. And then lengthen the belly as you exhale, pulling forward over that leg, softening into this. Anjaneyasana. Deep breath. Take another breath in. And we'll rebound this front knee. Tuck your back toes under, coming back into a little lunge here. Draw the inner thighs in as you feel stable. Lift the arms up. Nice, coming to high lunge. Take the palms to face forward. We'll press down and rise up. And then nice and easy, rebending that front knee, arms lift. Press down, rise up, take your time. Find that hugging in here like you've got a block between the thighs. Press down, rise up. And then as you rebend the front knee, start by leaning the chest forward. Join the palms here, sweep the arms towards the left, hooking the elbow to the outside of the knee, bend the elbows. And then press this left palm into the right to turn the chest up. Looking over that left shoulder, energize the back leg. Slowly start to shift your gaze down toward your front big toe. Keep the chest aiming forward, pour all the way into the left foot. Nice and easy, right foot comes to meet it. And then make sure that right knee isn't coming forward to the left. Maybe the arms lengthen. Nice, from here, unwind, hold forward. Don't heel the feet apart. Taking a hold of opposite elbows. You can take a yogi toe here, or maybe sliding the hands all the way up underneath the feet this time. Pada Hastasana. Allow the weight of the head to release, relax your jaw. Soften into this, let it go. And stay with the bend in the knees. You can start to lengthen the backs of the legs, but not by just pressing the knees back, instead of lifting the hips up. Softening into this, another breath. Exhale, we'll release the toes or slide the hands up from underneath. A little bend in the knees here, you're welcome to bring your hands onto your thighs. To protect the low back, keep the knees soft, stack one vertebrae on top of another. Shoulders roll back. We'll take a moment here to just stand in Shavasana. Take your time. Grounding down to lift up. From here, we'll bend into both knees, so come back to chair. Pour all the weight into that right foot. Lift the left toes away. Bring that leg way up and then over. Allow the foot to hang, the toes to touch, or tuck the foot back behind the calf. And then from here, since that left leg is on top, sweep the left arm up underneath, elbows in line with the shoulders. Take a breath, start to round your spine, folding over, take your time. Hollowing out the belly here, tap the elbows to the knees, unwind that top leg, reach it straight down. As you do, aim the chest forward. Microbend the right knee, work on dropping that left hip a bit, and we'll slowly come back into a lunge with the elbows. Little back bend here, unwind. Open up, warrior two. This time, take the back hand all the way to the floor. We'll sweep the right leg out. Take a downward dog split, bend the knee here and the hip. And then lengthening that leg, shift forward, bring your nose towards your knee. Re-extend. Aim it across the body toward that opposite elbow. And reach. This time toward the right elbow up toward the shoulder. And release the foot to the outside of the hand, nice and easy. Lower that back knee down. And you're welcome to stay here. You can also bring a block underneath the hands. You can lower down onto the forearms, maybe sliding the block underneath the forearms here. Breathe into this, relax your jaw. Soften your face. That right shoulder will hug in toward the inner thigh. A couple more rounds, breath. From here, we'll release. And take this left arm or the left palm down to the mat. Wrap the right arm around the outside of the right knee. Use that to turn your chest. And then stay with this or bend the back knee. Option to reach back and maybe taking that right hand back, grabbing hold of the left foot. Roll the chest and shoulder open from here. Take a breath. And as you exhale, we'll unwind. Go ahead and slide the hands in toward the inside of this right foot. Just lengthen all the way over that front leg. As you rebound the heart will draw forward, you're welcome to take blocks underneath the hands here. And then just lengthen. Go through that 2 more times. And next time you rebound the knee, we'll go ahead and shift the weight into that right hand. Circle it all the way back and around. Come over to the left. Go for a couple more clockwise circles, just like that, reminiscent of what we did in the warm-up. And then the next time that you rebound this knee, draw the heart forward, tuck the back toes under here, find a little lift through your belly. We'll pour the weight into this right foot, take the left foot to the outside of the left hand, and sink the hips here. And then let your tailbone get heavy. From here, reach up through the crown of the head. Coming into yogi squat. Nice. From here, we're going to find a little lift up. Press down, rise up. And exhale, sink. Tap the elbows to the knees. Press down, rise up. Use the strength of the legs here. Tapping down. Bring your hips just in line with the knees here. Reach. Exhale, sink. Last one. We're going to lift up, and on this one, we're going to come back to that spot and hold. And then lengthen the arms for that opposite wall. Find a little lift. Lift just an inch here. And lower just an inch. Stay in that range. Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. One more. Breathe. Hold here. Reach. Like you're reaching for your neighbor. One more breath. Exhale. Sink. All the way down. Woo. Yogi squat. Take a breath here. We'll take the hands to the floor. So we can the feet in a bit. Soften your knees. You're welcome to let the arms dangle or take the hands to the thighs. Pull the belly up and then round it all the way. Roll your shoulders back, grow tall. Take a moment. Back to Tadasana. And then as you're ready, rebound the knees. Come back to Utkatasana. Start by spreading through the toes of the left foot this time. Reach the right toes all the way up and over so that foot can hang here. The toes can touch down to the floor or the block, or tuck back behind the calf. And then that right leg is on top, so bring the right arm up underneath. Bring the elbows in line with the shoulders. Start to sink. Drawing that right hip back a bit. Bring that awareness back to your pelvis. Leveling the hips and start to round. Holding forward elbows toward the knees. Unwind that top leg. As you bring the chest forward, reach the leg back. Start to drop to that right hip. Hug the inner thighs in, microbend that knee, and then bend into that left knee a little more deeply, elbows lift. One back bend here. Unwind, warrior two. Taking that back hand all the way to the floor. Sweep the right leg. Downward dog split, bend the knee, fan your hip. And then lengthening the leg here. Nose to your knee. And reach it back. Opposite elbow moving across the body. One more. This hip's going to come all the way to the outside of that hand. Nice and easy. And then lower the back knee. So taking some padding underneath that back knee is needed. We'll set up for lizard. So coming to palms. And lower on the forearms if you like. Breathe. Settling into the stretch of the hips and groins. One more breath in. You're welcome to release this right forearm down to the floor, or maybe coming onto that right palm. Wrap the left arm around the outside of the knee. Use that to turn the chest. Bending this back knee from here, maybe reaching back with that left hand, grab a hold of the right foot. You might need to come onto the palm to do so. And then roll your chest and shoulder rhythm. Breathing into this, take one more breath. Nice, unwind. Take your hands to the inside of that foot. Lengthen over that leg. Breathe in, heart goes slowly. Exhale, lengthen that leg. Draw your hips back. Move through that sequence 2 more times. Moving with the breath. And then the next time you rebend that knee, take the circle this time counterclockwise, reaching over to the left, all the way back and around. Take your time. Your circle might be a little bigger, a little smaller than mine. Whatever feels like it works for you tonight. And then the next time that you rebend this knee, tuck your back toes under, find a little lift through the belly, energize that back leg, or all the way into the left foot. Take your right foot to the outside of the right hand here, sink your hips. Let your tailbone get heavy. And then as the tailbone gets heavy, lengthen up to the crown of the head. Find a little lift up out of the hips. And then press all the way down, reach the arms as you breathe in. Exhale, tap the elbows to the knees, bring your hips in line with the knees. Inhale, press down, rise it. Exhale, sink. 2 more like that. On our last one, you know where we're going with this. Come back to that place. And then from here, reach the arms. Breathe. Lift just an inch, no higher. Lower just an inch. Lift an inch. Breathe, lower an inch. 2 more. Keep this movement small. This last one, hold. Breathe, 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 breathe. Lower all the way down. Like the best yogi squat ever. Take a breath. Exhale, take the hands down. Lift the hips up, toe heel the feet in. Nice, softening the knees. And just roll it up to stand. Make sure you're grounding down through the feet. Engage the abdominals here to protect the back. Roll your shoulders back to the top. Take a moment. Stand into awesome. When you're ready, inhaling the arms all the way up. Hold forward over your arms. We'll come into a long spine here. And then stepping or jumping back. We'll throw vinyasa. And we'll meet up in down dog. Reaching the right leg this time. Bend the knee, fan the hip. And then start to shift forward, bringing that shin more or less parallel to the top of the mat. Releasing down. And then you're welcome to take some padding underneath that right hip. Lengthen the belly here. Come on to fingertips. Rolling forward. And then rising back up. And rolling forward, elbows bent to the sides. When we're like that, we're going to roll forward and hold. And you're welcome to release the forehead onto the block here on the floor. And you're also welcome to come into a reclining version of this pose, right ankle to your left knee. Softening into it. Maybe taking a little side to side of the head, relaxing the jaw. Stay with us a couple more rounds of breath, nice and easy. Nice, take another breath in here. exhale it out. We're gonna start to come in. We're gonna come onto the forearms here. And then tuck your back toes under. Find a little lift through the belly. Elevate that right foot and then reach it all the way around to meet the left. Wiggle the back toes back to spin. So you're in a forearm plank. So I promise some core work. Breathe. Reach back through the heels, energize the legs. So your one long line, crown of the head through the heels. Try not to sag through the middle body or lift the hips. One more breath. As you exhale, walk the feet and lift the hips back. And then press down through the forearms here. They're kind of like in a downward dog, but you're on the forearms. Heels are lengthening toward the floor. They may touch, they may not. Take another breath in. From here, press into the hands so much the elbows lift away. Stay here or go through vinyasa. Inhaling the left leg, bend the knee, fan the hip, shift forward. Bring that shin more or less parallel to the top of that. Chances are you'll have to walk the foot in toward the groins a bit. Maybe taking some padding underneath this left hip. Come on to fingertips, lift your chest. Rolling forward. Rising up. Rolling forward. One more like that. We're going to lower all the way down. Bringing the forearms down or the forehead resting on the mat or block here. And then softening. Relax your jaw. Soften your face. And then use your breath here in and out. One round of breath here. Another deep inhale. We're going to start to walk the hands and we're going to come onto the forearms. Find a little lift for your belly. So lift the belly away from the floor. Hollow out the belly a bit. Tuck your back toes under. And then we'll reach that left leg back to meet the right. Reach back through the heels. Really energize your legs. Distribute some of the weight back through the heels as you reach the crown of the head in the opposite direction. Nice. Take a breath. One more inhale. Exhale, draw your thighs back. Walk it in a bit. And then heels are lengthening toward the floor. The chest is moving toward the thighs. You're pressing into the forearms. Breathe. Take another breath here. And then press into the hands so much elbows float away. Stay here or move through vinyasa. And we'll meet back up. Downward dog. Nice. From here, bend your knees. Look forward to your hands. Step or maybe hop. Come and have a seat. Nice. From here, lengthen the legs out in front of you. Rock from side to side. Bring the extra flesh away from the sitting bones. Press down through the palms. Bring on either side of the hand. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Dandasana. From here, rock back your sitting bones. Float the legs out. Stay here with the knees bent. Or lengthen the right. Lengthen the left. Keep the hands on the floor for support. Leaning back. Or float the arms away. Nice. Navasana. Take a breath. Slow lower, Ardha Navasana. Slow lift Navasana. Ardha Navasana. Rising up Navasana. You can always take a bend in the knees here. One more. Lowering and lifting and hold. Slowly flex the feet, float the legs back down with control. Press down through the palms, rise up through the crown of the head. Dandasana. Take a breath. Slide the hands back, bend the knees, and rock back. Lift the feet off. This time, lengthen both legs. Squeeze the inner thighs in toward the midline. Take a breath. Slow lower to Ardha. Slow rise. Navasana. Ardha Navasana, Navasana. Ardha Navasana, one more lift. Hold. Flex the feet. Lower the legs down. Dandasana. These things come in threes. We don't ask why. We just do it. Walk it back. Here we go. Lift it off. Happy Friday, people. Extend those legs. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Nice. Lower. Lift. This time lower. Hold. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Lower, a little lower. Keep breathing. Little lower. Keep breathing. Little lower. Breathe, a little lower, hovering an inch or two away from the floor. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Lower down, mini Shavasana. Take a breath here. Exhale it out. Bend the knees in one at a time. Taking the legs up toward the ceiling here. Flex the feet like you're standing on the ceiling. Press down through the palms. Press the shoulder blades into the floor. Reach through the right heel, slow lower. Bring your awareness into your pelvis here. Try not to let that back over arch. Slow lift up. Reach through the left heel. Slow lift. Keep this controlled. So you're not swinging the legs here. You're not using your momentum. Keep it hugging in toward the midline of the body. Keep the legs energized. Slow it down, guys. Even more. Nice, slow music. Ground down through the palms. Reach to the right heel. Float the leg back up slowly. Left leg. You're welcome to stay lowering right and left or join the inner thighs. Slow lower both. You might not go down as low, that's okay. Try not to change the shape of your pelvis here. In other words, don't let it overarch. Let the back start to arch up off the floor. Try and keep the pelvis the same. 2 more. Reaching through the heels or lowering the right and then the left. Or lowering them together, your choice. 1 more. We're gonna slow lower. Slow lift. This time bend the knees in. You're gonna bring the knees to the right over top of your hips. Reach the arms to the sides, press into the palms, move over to the right, into a hover. Slow rise. And over to the left, into a hover. Use that opposite oblique lift to center. Keep the knees directly over the hips. Keep that 90-degree angle of the legs. Slow lift. Back to the left. Keep that opposite shoulder blade pressing down. Stay with the knees bent or lengthen the legs toward the ceiling. Flex the feet. Reach it over to the right. Slowly rise. Coming up and then over to the left. Think of pressing down to that opposite shoulder blade. Slow rise. Slowly over to the right. Don't swing the legs here. Coming back to the center. Keep reaching through your heels. Come up and over to the left. Keep that opposite shoulder blade pressing down. This time, bend the knees, and we'll lower all the way down. Scoot your hips a bit to your left here. So as you drop the knees across the body, the hips are stacked. You need to readjust a bit, and then press down for that left shoulder blade. You can take that right hand to the outside of the knee. Look over that left shoulder, breathe into that whole left side. Take another breath here. And nice and easy readjust. We'll lift the feet up. Drop the knees over to the left. This time, scoot your hips over to the right. Look down, make sure hips are stacked. Press down and look over that right shoulder. This left hand can come to the outside of the knee. Breathe into that whole right side. Nice and slow, release back to the center. Take a little circle here, releasing the hips into your mat. Circle it the other way. And then from here, curling into a ball, maybe drawing the nose for the knees. 1 more breath. Slowly unfurl that ball, extending the legs long, one at a time onto your mat. Reaching the arms at your sides, a little bit away from the body. Bring your palms to face up. Releasing into Shavasana. And you're welcome to dim the lights here if you like. Allow the eyes to close. Allow the legs drop open, soften the face. Easing into your final resting pose. Slowly starting to deepen the breath. Bringing some movement back to the body. Wiggling the fingers and the toes. When you're ready, taking the arms up overhead and just taking this final stretch from your fingers all the way down to your toes. And when you're ready, bending the knees in one at a time, rolling over onto your right side, keeping the eyes closed. Pausing here for just a moment. And then as you're ready, pressing your way up to a seat, allowing the head to be the last to come up. And back to where we started. And joining the palms together over your heart. Bring your thumbs right to heart center. If you like, you can put your audio on for this last bit. And then revisiting your intention. And we'll close our eyes and feel class with the sound of one Om. Om.